possibly the least respected and least known of the Corvairs are the made in Hutchinson, Kansas whales. What do they call those things again? The Corvair on whales. What do they call those things again? Ultra. The name escaped me. They get so little respect. We're at the Corvair mini convention. We've got ram sides and whales on wheels and lots of parts. They're giving out the awards, which means that people are going to start cranking them up and driving off. We've got so many parts. We're having a good day. Some days are good days and some days are bad days. But any day you wake up breathing and desperately having to go to the bathroom, you know it's not a bad day because there's only one alternative. Making a deal. Everybody's making a deal. We've got Z28 rims and crankshafts and camshafts and axle bearings and hubcaps. The San Diego Corvair Club, the proud sponsors. There's West Coast Corsa. We come here every year, and some people come from far and wide. They drive. I drive back, and there is a possibility that tomorrow I'll be driving back a Suburban. Wait till you see it. You're not gonna believe it. Survivor! Lambrecht auction car. They're giving away some awards. Let's just take a little peek, a quick peek at this Lambrecht auction car. It was one of the 2 Corvairs that was inside the building, and it has miles, 310 miles.
All right.
All original except for the odd little replacement part here and there.
Place goes to a 62
Greenbriers and parts
owned by Patrick Crone.
And awards. Some people wish for awards. They wear cool Corvair shirts. They didn't have my shirt this year. Corvair Tools. Corventure Dave is here. Got a 61 Monza 900 Mordor. Accessorized with accessories you've never even knew existed. Grill guard, bumper overrider, headlight grills,
Okay, this is now
windshield wiper deflectors, number 61 for the fast food, vent window deflectors, California Highway Patrol 1961 aftermarket, gas pump guard. What do we got? 4-way flasher, manual choke, steering wheel spinner, tissue dispenser,
65 silver Monza coupe, Stanley Havertz.
Corvair cushions, seat covers.
Number 17.
Is that original? Aftermarket headrests. Gotta drill holes. That's the way you do it. We've got a rear window sunshade. We've got cool louvers. Ding, 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 ding. Wonder if we can play a tune. Like a xylophone. Bumper overriders, matching grille for the rear air door cover. Fender skirts, curb feelers, trim rings, fender skirt guard. Accessorize your 61 Corvair. It's a nice Survivor. Looks like it has one older repaint. Kind of like my 66 Tornado. Sir, are you turbocharged?
Yeah, I am turbocharged.
You listen to what I told you, and you will be turbocharged. Remember what I told you, huh? Flat shoes or 4-inch heels?
What?
Flat shoes or 4-inch heels?
Oh, yeah.
Which one's hotter? Which one's hotter?
Gotta be the heels, man.
Oh, guy talk.
I searched those out, man.
Guy talk, don't we all? Or they
I
come
was
look.
just trying to find something that'll hold it down, hold it together.
they'll come looking for us sometimes. That's the problem. That's the problem. We've got Corvair parts once a year. We've got Corvair guys. We've got guys that are going to put you in the meat grinder. There's your turbo right there. There it is right there. That's what you need. You want pressure?
Well, you want to crank on that stuff for me?
If you put this in the trunk, you'll have good weight for when you bring it up over 110 miles an hour. All right. We've got a crappy sense of humor. I do a lot of things really well, but the sense of humor just... I'm in a good mood. I just made a deal to buy a Suburban, but it's not for me. You'll see tomorrow. Time will tell. All the
How's
good...
the Tornado?
Well, I've got 2 of them.
The one you were working on in Chicago and you used my jack stand?
That one's great.
Oh, that's
But
good.
the other one that I've owned for 40 years, it's a bad story. I put it away. I never want to look at it again. It sat outside for 5 years. I'm not happy. Not happy. After owning it for 40 years, had a bad last 5 years. But that car is great. Drove it all the way back. Not a problem in the world. And it's been parked ever since. It's become a shelf now.
Yeah.
The hood's all full of debris. Keys for the old Corvairs. Shazoom! Corvair lives. We've got so much stuff here at the Corvair event. It's the best convention on the West Coast, the best Corvair show. It's a mini convention. And sometimes you get hot coffee, or sometimes you get a headache, and sometimes you get a Corvair model.
Oh, yes.
You never know what's going to be under the Christmas tree.
Yes.
That's right.
Corvair camper, ramper camper, dog kennel truck.
Dog kennel.
Yep. Here's Spot. Jump in the ramp side. I thought I was the only one with a bad sense of humor. Oh, we've got all kinds of Corvair parts. What are we missing here? Got your exhaust impellers, intake impellers,
Yeah, you know, I don't think
armrests,
they're really not anymore
transmissions,
than
Seabirds.
A manual transmission. It's just
homemade jewelry, homemade, handmade jewelry, high performance ignitions, steering wheels. You know, I think I know the guy that wrote that book.
Yeah, you think you do.
I think I do. Well, I know who he is. I don't know if I know him.
Well, did you end up going to dinner last night as well?
Hang on a second. All right, video back on. Yes, I did go for dinner last night. Everything on the cheap tarp. All I want is the tarp. I just want the tarp.
so the spark plug wires. How much are the
Everything on the tarp is cheap.
These books on stock here? Okay, and how much are those?
Everything's cheap on the tarp.
Is that what he said?
No, it says it right here. Everything cheap. This fellow here, Seth, he's reasonable. He's a good guy. Of course, I have to say that because he's right over there. Bling, baby! Bling!
I'll come back.
Whoa! Is this tornado proof? You put 4 rotors on the 4 corners and the table's tornado proof? That's a heavy assembly on the corner of that table. Oh wow, rear disc brakes for a late model. Cool. You never know what you're gonna find at a Corvair show. Late model rear disc brakes. And being from California, when you sandblast it, it's not all rusted and pitted, like where I'm from. Sometimes I sandblast it and it'll go right through the steel. It doesn't matter how thick it is. It just keeps on rusting away. All the beautiful Corvair parts.
I'm hoping for some Greenbrier. But you don't have Greenbrier.
Everything you need on the West Coast in Palm Springs. And the irony is, there are very few Corvairs in Palm Springs. Everybody comes from the Bay Area, or up the coast, or in the Inland Empire. But they're all here today. People come from Colorado, New York. A lot of people here from the cold states. I don't blame them. The weather here is super duper. Super duper. What else we got? We're going to show you around the Corvair event, and we're going to show you the car show. Because everybody counts on me making my videos. And tomorrow I may show you a Suburban. I called on a couple of them, they hung up the phone. Late model NOS trim, new old stock in the box. Nice stuff. Too nice for me. All my stuff is just it's good enough. Good enough.
A lot of my NOS stuff went bye-bye. Yeah. Which is very good.
Yeah, let somebody else deal with it. And then we've got the car show all the way in the back. We've got vendors selling everything you can imagine. Alternators with a built-in regulator, boxes of Chinese parts, late model blue streak parts, silicone injected harmonic balancers, gas pump block-off plugs, rebuilt starters that look like they were rebuilt in China. Everything's from China, and the stuff just falls apart. Just like the starter on my Toronado. Junk. Hubcaps, wire wheels, 4-lug, kidney spoke, slotted rims, AM radios, trim parts, steering wheels, Corvair to V8 conversion, to Volkswagen conversion, Corvair to Volkswagen, vent speaker brackets. Cool beans! All right, 15 minutes later, we've been talking throttle linkage. Where else could you talk throttle linkage for 15 minutes? All kinds of 140, 110, Weber 61 hubcaps, horn caps. Whoa, 62. Where were you in 62?
How you doing, man?
700. Is this an original paint car?
It's original paint.
Original paint.
Where's your 409?
It was up in Napa Valley. I got it with 31,000 miles on it.
Wow. I don't think I've seen this one before. A 700 automatic
700 auto, yeah.
with 80 horsepower.
The only repaint was a back little panel on it and stuff, but
Oh, it's got
all the vinyl's original too on the inside.
Nice.
The cloth started splitting, but I was able to get the same cloth. So
from SMS Auto
Yeah,
Upholstery.
yeah.
They've got everything.
Yep. Hey man, thank you.
Nice Survivor, but look real good, but tied by 62 409. Look how sweet that runs. 30-odd thousand miles on a 62, which is even got the original rear air grille. Arguably the best year for the early Corvairs. The 64s had a lot of mechanical improvements, but I sure like the 62s. Speaking of 62 grills, there's a 62, 63 grill right there. Look how nice that is. Go find another one. 63 with a deluxe cloth interior. Nice, nice, nice. Got a sand buggy Corvair. That's what you need right there. I wonder if that's loud. It's a good place to put your beer.
With triple Webers on it.
We're doing beer launchings.
So what else is new, Andrew? So you're in your rental house now. That used to be your rental house.
Yeah.
I seen your video.
Yeah.
Fix that outside light, by the way.
All right, I got my parts. We're back to the bling, baby. Disc brakes in the front. Disc brakes
I
in...
just did those.
Wow.
Finished a month ago.
I like that beehive shifter.
Thank you.
Very nice. Matching shirts together for the cure.
That's right. Crazy Corvair.
You can tell you're in Southern California.
No wipers.
We don't need no stinking windshield wipers or door handles. Wow, what a beauty. Shaved handles,
Thank you.
front disc brakes, big meats, and rumble, rumble. Oh, my, my, my. Look what's right behind it. Slam to the ground. Purple, purple. Air conditioned wood wheel and a manual. Do you know how to drive a stick shift?
I sure do.
Yes, baby. Mm-hmm.
Check out the back. My license plate.
Oh, oh, oh. And you got the deck lid open for extra cooling. Where I am, all the leaves get in there. Ciao, bella. Oh, I love that rumble. We are at the right place. You want to see Corvairs on the West Coast? There's only one place
to be.
You running a
Palm
327?
Springs. She's in the shop. I blew the rear end out of it.
How could that be?
Yeah, I don't know. So now it's going to get all C5 Corvette,
Uh-huh.
and it's going to get a Jericho 4-speed dog box and with a Speedway differential. So look out. I'm coming back. Be ready.
I'm going to watch you go right down there. San Diego.
2020.
San Diego.
Autocross.
Crank that baby up.
Crazy V8 Rust.
V8. Love it. Why else would you want to go with any other mark or brand of car? Panther body, Mustang, Duster 340. Meh. When you could be riding around with 110 horsepower. Okay, they handle really well. What do we got here? 65 Monza with bling kidney spoke or kidney slot wheels. Z28 wheels. All of a sudden the 15s don't look so big on a Corvair anymore. When everybody's going with 18s and 21s. There are so many nice cars here. We kind of missed the bulk of them. 66 Corsa, fold down back seat, 140 4-speed, electronic ignition.
I know what this stuff, the insulation.
Yeah, I hate that insulation. So, and even these I had a hell of a time with because they'd always pop out.
Right.
Notice I put rib nuts in and plastic screws on them.
Okay.
So they're permanent now.
That's why I asked, are you an engineer?
Yeah, I drive a train.
This is pretty damn clean.
Well, you're an engineer. If you drive a train, you're the engineer. You're not an engineer, you're the engineer. Yeah, some people have these crazy ideas, huh, Mr.
Yeah.
Mr. S?
So I do need to
Very
paint.
clean.
I do need to paint my new bracket. But
And you need to put a star washer underneath the cable, like
Why?
GM did,
Well,
because
that's
that's the
a
way
GM
it just
thing.
looks
Okay,
right.
okay.
It doesn't do anything.
You know what? I'll do it.
It just looks right.
Okay, good enough. Because
You know
that's a
the star
serrated.
washer.
That's a serrated nut, and it's grabbing into the top of the lead of this.
That's a bolt,
and
not a
thread. It's exactly, and it's threaded
No,
into.
that's
the
a bolt. That's a nut.
Yeah. You can point out a nut.
Sometimes you think. Sometimes you feel like a nut. Sometimes you think like a nut. And
That's it.
you just put it on because it looks good. But very nice. You made that. You
Yeah.
chamfered the edge of that bracket.
Yep. I just had to paint it. I just did it literally the first of last week. So
Very,
This
very
looks damn
nice.
straight. Damn
Very
it'll
nice.
be epoxied or powder coated.
Are you
Did the
gonna be at
140?
Banquet?
The 140 used the offset dipstick, the bent dipstick.
This was a 140.
The AIR.
Oh, the AIR cars.
Yeah.
It was a 140, but the heads were junk. I put 110 heads on it. I've been happy ever since.
You could always
With
put
AIR? You smug.
air
Smog,
injection
yeah.
reactor. You could always put the weld on the bosses and turn 110 heads into lookalike
Well,
140
I-
heads.
I welded up all this.
Where the smog
Yeah,
tube
the
used to
smog
go
tube
through.
came through, and
Right.
I made a nice little bushing down here to cover the hole there.
And that's Seth's distributor?
And that's Seth's distributor.
Yep,
Yep.
with the big wires.
Yeah, and it works great.
And everything's, look how neat and tidy everything is. Got the shrink
Oh.
tubing.
Yeah, I made it's a custom wiring harness I made for the back here. There's no regulator,
You're an
none of the
engineer.
wiring for it. I went all, the wiring does exactly what it needs to do.
You do
Nothing
clean
more.
work, sir.
Thank you.
I want you to work on my Corvair next.
Yeah, you put it on my list.
Yeah, yeah, you us and everybody else.
Yeah.
Corsa 1, wow. You just see everything here. You want to get into Corvairs and you want to know how Corvairs tick, you come to a Corvair show and you see it all. Air-conditioned Corvairs and sanitary Corvairs, and Corvairs that got end plates on the oil coolers but don't have the star washer under the cable lug. And where's the chrome wing nut? Did 140s have chrome wing nuts on the chrome air cleaner lid? Mm-hmm. Telescopic steering with a smaller Corvette steering wheel from the mid-70s. Bling wheels with disc brakes and GM calipers of some sort. Everything is here. It's just incredible. Mini convention, the best in the West. 67.
I watch your videos all the time.
How do you know it's me?
Huh?
How do you know it's me?
Your voice, I was like, okay, that's you, okay.
Oh, I'm in trouble. 67.
Huh?
Last year.
Last year?
For this-
I just got this about 3 months ago.
These
So
are 66.
60. Oh, those are 66?
Yeah, those are 67 is 1 year only. They're wider.
But the car is 67.
Right, but that's 66 here. Watch.
So someone put it there, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
1 year only, 67, because 68 is smoother. And there's a
Okay.
fellow there,
Yeah.
the fellow that might have, no, he doesn't have them.
Yeah.
There's a fellow that has some, but he does not have the ones that you want.
Okay.
They have a wider head. They have a 1/8 of an inch wider
okay.
head.
Okay. You're
Fraction.
a celebrity. Can I have a picture of you?
I'm in trouble now. Camera again.
Okay.
All right, we're a celebrity.
All right.
I'm Corvair Wild on YouTube.
Perfect. Yeah.
You heard of me, huh?
Oh,
67 last year for the convertible, and they went to the 4-door for the rest of the model year. 67 Corvair, and they dropped it and they were just left with a 2-door and the convertible right to the end. Look how nice, and look how rumbly that thing is. Did you see the detail work on this thing?
This thing's really
Everything is just done to the teeth. Corsa 1.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see your V8.
Yeah.
You can power shift it without blowing parts out the back end.
We'd just be smoking rubber.
What are you going to put in for the motor? It's the same
It's got,
320s?
yeah, 450 horse, 327.
450 horse.
Yeah, big heads.
I want to race you with my 409. I just can't decide which one. I got 3 of them.
There we go. There we go. Yeah.
So you said it's the last year for the convertible?